Chris, here in Washington, the Leafs certainly dug themselves into a hole. They battled back, but it wasn't quite enough to come out with the win.
This was a huge missed opportunity for the Leafs, especially being on a long road trip, coming off their biggest win of the year in Los Angeles, and to come out and just fall flat against the Capitals. That was the one thing the players, and speaking with them after the game, were really disappointed about, that they fell behind 3-0 in the first half of the first period. They only had 2 shots in the opening 20 minutes and were able to finish the game strong but not come back. And, consistency has been a major issue for this team. We've seen this Leafs team look very good a lot of nights, and on Sunday afternoon, they certainly were nowhere near good enough to record a victory.
Well, next up, a date with the Detroit Red Wings on Tuesday, the 5th of this 5-game road trip. What do you think this road trip has given us a look into how they've been so far?
Maybe that lack of consistency I'm talking about, and I'd almost give the Leafs a B- or something if this were a report card, and that's kind of tough because they did win games in Anaheim and Los Angeles, which is where teams really haven't won a lot of games this year, but the 6-2 loss in San Jose was a clear disappointment, and I think the loss in Washington as well was one where that's a game they can have. So I think the Detroit game, when you look at it, is really a chance to either make this a great trip or a bad trip. It's almost that simple, especially when you look at the Red Wings, a divisional foe who are really chasing in the playoff race. This is a chance for the Leafs to totally put them in the rearview mirror with a victory, much like they had a chance, I think, against the Caps. And if they're able to win that one, especially in regulation, I think that they'll go home feeling good about what they were able to accomplish over the 10 days as a whole.
It is the final game of the 5-game road trip for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we will have it for you Tuesday on Sportsnet Ontario.